So my project is on the Saint-Croix Triptych of the Holy Cross, and I'll be sharing what I've found thus far in my research. So this first image is of the whole triptych, and I will be explaining what I've found that each of the panels depict. The triptych of the Holy Cross embodies Christ himself. In the year 1006, Emperor Henry II gifted relics of the True Cross to the Saint-Croix Collegiate Church in Liege, which is where this triptych is located. These pieces of the True Cross have been embedded within the middle of the triptych since the 1160s, and above the window protecting the fragments is inscribed LIGNVVITE, which means the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life is basically the central aspect for the iconography of this triptych. Next, we are zooming into the central panel, and here we can see the actual case for the relics of the True Cross here in the center, and the inscriptions saying the Tree of Life above them. And on either side, there are two angels holding staffs, and we see among them vinegar, a bucket, and a sponge, which would be used for the crucifixion. And so we see the elements of the resurrection and the Last Judgment in this scene. The angels are holding the fragments of the True Cross with their opposite hand also. Next, we are zooming in to the very bottom of that central panel, where there's an arch housing the 5 saints of the Last Judgment, and we see halos above each of their heads showing that they are holy saints, and the inscription along the top of the arch says Resurrectio Sanctorum, which means resurrection of the saints, showing that they are the saints of the resurrection and Last Judgment. The center panel has a double arch carved into the top where the wings fit perfectly when they're closed. Crowning this double-arched portion is a thick section decorated with semi-precious stones, and this section separates the central panel from the semicircular plaque atop the triptych. The risen Christ is shown in this plaque with his hands outreached to display his wounds from the crucifixion. There are inscriptions on either side of him explaining that he is Christ, along with the halo, which is showing his holiness. We can also see the importance of this section of the triptych because it is bordered with palmettes and beaded wire, unlike the rest of the borders. So it's showing that Christ is the central element for this triptych, and he is of utmost importance. Next, we have the 2 wings that unfold from the central panel of the triptych. Both the left and the right shutters display half-length representations of the 12 apostles. The triptych of the Holy Cross is different from other Mosin triptychs because of its distinguished economy. For example, the colored notes are used only for those who are very significant, like the image of Christ. Not only is he depicted in colorful enamel, but he is the only figure who is surrounded by lots of jewels and small embellishments. It is believed that this piece was made by goldsmith Godefroy de Hue. There's a significant connection between the virtues of the triptych and the angels on the roof of St. Mingold's shrine, which was made by goldsmith Godefroy. The triptych of the Holy Cross is part of an amazing collection in Saint-Croix. And we can see here in the map that I have displayed on the last slide, the city of Liege, which is in present-day Belgium, and this is where the triptych is located currently. Thanks.